The man who was federally convicted in the Walmart mass shooting is back in a downtown courtroom today as the state trial inches forward.
Yeah, at the state level, Patrick Crusius faces the possibility of the death penalty, but the start of that state trial still more than a year away, and now his defense attorneys continue to accuse the DA's office of misconduct. KFOX 14 News at 5's Vania Castillo covered today's pre-trial hearing and brings us the latest developments from the county courthouse.
Now, one of the biggest things to come out of today was the testimony we heard early in the morning from Claudia Hernandez, the paralegal in the district attorney's office who actually listened to 4 of the calls between the gunman and his attorneys. And while she says she stopped listening to the calls as soon as she realized what the calls were, she said there were no policies in place at the DA's office that would have prevented that from happening. In fact, there are logs of her opening those calls several times. She also explained that she didn't let her supervisor, Division Chief John Briggs, know that they were in possession of the phone calls between the gunman and his attorneys because he hadn't explicitly asked her to let him know if they were in possession of those calls. And while the defense questioned her for over 30 minutes, the state cross-examined her for less than 2 minutes. When the defense questioned Briggs about the legality of the state being in possession of those phone calls, Briggs stated that at the beginning of the phone calls, there's a warning that says the calls are being recorded, and because of this, legally there is no right to privacy, and that he didn't understand how an attorney would make phone calls with their clients knowing that they were being recorded. Briggs also shared that he relies on the paralegals to tell him of any important discovery on audio files and doesn't actually listen to them himself.
I'm dependent on them using their judgment in what is important to the case, and then they come and they bring it to me.
That's when they come to you with an aha moment.
An aha moment, yes. I didn't have any aha moments from Ms. Hernandez.
Now, it was also established that Michael Lara, who was a detective with EPPD, also listened to the phone calls, and there were questions about the DA getting copies of the gunman's medical and psych records as well as visitor logs. Now, we didn't finish listening to all of the witness testimony, and we are expecting to be back in court to finish listening to that and the other motions on December 11th of this year. So we'll be back then. Now, we did speak very briefly with the DA, who said he couldn't really comment much because, again, we are still in this testimony, but did say that he believed it was a good day for the state. Now, the defense also saying that they could not speak to us because of this ongoing investigation. Now, of course, we'll continue to keep you updated both on air and online. Reporting from downtown El Paso, I'm Vania Castillo.